Once your pins are defined, go to the continuity window. Good test results are dependent on good connections between the device, DUT board, and the CurveMaster. You will see the list of all the signal pins that were defined in the pin assignment window. The test parameters for continuity are in this area, and this is the test summary. The test parameters are divided into two groups. One is called VSS, in which we test continuity between pins and ground. You can see that the test will force current and measure voltage. Most devices have a built-in ESD protect circuit, which includes a diode connected between the signal pin and ground. Other devices have two diodes, one between the pin and ground, and the other between the pin and the power rail. But not all devices have both these diodes. Or some pins will have two diodes, some have one, and others may not be ESD protected at all. So we use those ESD diodes to check continuity by forcing current across the diodes and measuring the voltage drop across those diodes. The VSS tests continuity from the pin to ground, measuring one of these diodes. This is basic continuity, and in most cases, it's good enough. But sometimes you may want to measure between the pin and the power rail. In that case, just enable the VDD part of the test. You set the amount of current you want to force, and then define the pass values for the allowed voltage drop across the ESD diode. When you are satisfied with your settings, hit the Run button, and you'll see the results. Here is an example of a test run where we have enabled both VDD and VSS. We see the results for both tests. Actual measured values are shown here, and also the results of short, open, or passing. In the test summary, you see how many pins were tested, how many pins passed, and how many failed. For small, simple devices, there are only a few pins, so all the results can be seen here. Large devices may have hundreds of pins, and it would be difficult to scroll through them all. In that case, use the Show Failures Only checkbox. This will take passing pins off the display so you can concentrate on the failures. Now you can focus on if it is a socket problem or a DUT board problem. Or perhaps some pins of the device are not properly bonded to the die inside of the package. For future reference, you can save the test results to a log file. This file is a standard ASCII text file that you can use in your own documentation. Here's an example of a results file. It begins with a description of the file, the test time, global results, the test parameters, and the list of pins with individual results. You may notice here that some entries have question marks. This means that we did not define the DUT pin or pin name. Again, it is not required by the software. It's only for your convenience. This concludes the continuity test. Proceed to the IV parameters setup video.